What up, guys? What up? What up? Welcome to the Untitled channel. Let's put that somewhere here. We're gonna look at a few multiple choice questions, right? I'm encouraging you guys to go ahead and try the questions, right? So write the letter which corresponds to the correct answer in your booklet. So Karen and some friends got on a school bus at the first stop. At each of the next 2 stops, 3 students got on the bus. There were 11 students on the bus. How many friends got on the bus with Karen at the first stop? So what it is saying that, so Karen come on the first stop. We don't know how many persons come on with Karen, but it says for the next 2 stops. So see there, next 2 stops, 3 come on. So that's a total of 6. And they said that there were 11 students. So with Karen, we add 6. And with Karen, the friends, we add 6 and we're supposed to get 11. So if Karen make 1, well, 6 and 5 make 11. So Karen will make 1. So at the first stop, we'd say that 4 came on with Karen. As remember, Karen is different from me, right? Number 2 says, let's fix up this. If x is equal to 2, y equal -3, and z is equal to -5, what's the value of 2x squared minus xy? Go ahead and attempt now, guys. Put that in the comment section. Welcome, everyone. If you're not subscribed, you know me not have to tell us to subscribe now, alright? You guys, do it right now, alright? So I need to appreciate you all. Alright, so x is 2, so this is what we call substitution. So all we have to do is just substitute the values. I think I can make this a little bit bigger. So let's substitute the values. Alright, so let's go. It says 2x, so that's 2. X is positive 2, as that was given, right? And we square it minus 2 times -3. Alright, so it's very important. We're not going to use the z value because they didn't give us z in this, right? So it's x and y. So square first, so that's 4. 2 times 2, that's 4. So this is pretty straightforward. Negative times a negative, that's positive. So 2 times 3, that's 6. 2 4 is 8, plus 6 is equal to 14. Alright, so let's move on to number 3. Again, guys, go ahead and try it. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so now. Alright, hit the like button to guide. Hit the like button. Alright, number 3 says y over 3 minus y over 4 written as a single fraction is. So they want us to do, we have done so many of these on my channel. You guys need to go and check it out, right? So let's attack this now. So this is what we call algebraic fraction. Right? So we treat it like a regular fraction, except we know that this numerator is gonna be algebraic. So find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, which is 12. 3 into 12, that is 4. So that's 4 times y, 4y. And then now 4 minus, don't forget the sign. 4 into 12, that's 3. So multiply the numerator by 3. So it's 3 times y, which is 3y. So 4y minus 3y will be y over 12. So that is option B. Alright, so let's move on to number 4. See what I have to say. The product of a number p and its reciprocal may be written as, so the product of a number p and its reciprocal reciprocal mean you flip it. So P, oh, that will be D. Reciprocate the P, so it's P over 1. Originally it's P over 1. When reciprocate it, it's 1 over P. And notice they said product. Let's move on to number 5. What you guys think about this one? It says factorize following expression 16x squared minus 1. And it gives us the option. Which would you choose? Is it A, B, C, or D? Alright, let's go, let's go. Alright, how do we approach this? It's factorization, right? What this actually means, no, I love teacher, so I have to show this thing. So as I get answer. It actually means a 0 in the middle, right? But they don't put the 0. So it's the same ABC method, the factor method, right? So we need two numbers, we'll multiply, it gives us 16, and the others give us 0, right? So that would be, let's put on the ABC symbol. It's A times C, so that's 16x squared times negative 1, which gives us negative 16x squared. So it's 1 times 16, we list all the factors of 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4. So from this group now, guys, we look and see which one of them can give us 0, and that will be 4 and 4, right? One of them plus and one minus. So we just replace that now. I'm not sure if I have this space. We replace the 4x minus 4x minus 1. Draw a bracket now in pairs. Go with the highest common factor. So what's the highest common can go now? 4 and 16. That will be 4x common to both. I'll take out the 4x. That's 4 into 16 goes 4 times. 4x into itself goes 1 time. Put the minus now. That's the highest common factor there. That will be 1. Negative 1 into that will give positive 4x. And negative by negative 1, right? And then now we have 4x plus 1 and 4x minus 1. That would be our solution. Put the plus 1 first to show that it's a bracket, and then you put the outside, which is 4x minus 1. So it's actually A. I knew that all along, but for some persons who don't understand how we get this, or the shortcut is you just find the square root of this and the square root of this. One is plus, one is minus. That has been done on my channel many times. So you guys need to go and watch it. I'm serious. Alright, so number 6 says simplify 5, 2x minus y, bracket minus 2y minus 5x. So you guys go ahead and work it. Giving your head start. Let's go, guys, let's go. Alright, you guys should be finished by now. Big up all the new subscribers. Crazy people are subscribed now. Big up, guys, big up. Alright, so we're going to expand the bracket, because that's what bracket means to multiply. So 5 times 2x, that's 10x. 5 times negative y, that's negative 5y. Negative 2 times that gives us negative 6y. And a negative times a negative gives us positive. Always remember that. 2 times 5, that is 10. And then now group the like terms, so it will be 10x. Bringing all the x's together, plus 10x. Both of these are negatives, so we're going to add them. And we get negative 11y. Alright, so in the end, 10 and 10, then you are print to the very, very end, minus 11y. So our answer would be D. Alright, let's look at number 7. That looks like an expansion. You guys go ahead and expand that. The result of 2x minus 3 bracket x minus 1 is go ahead and do that. But you guys hit the like button, guys, if you're just joining. Or if you're watching playback 100 years from now, hit the like button, man. Come on, let's go, let's go. So I need to appreciate you all. Let's go, guys, let's go. All right, so you guys should be finished by now. So this is what we call an expansion. Let me just rewrite it. It's 2x minus 3 bracket x minus 1. All right, so first we're going to use 2x and times by all of this. So we can rewrite it like this. Call this the angel method. And of my student named Angel, so celebrate this way, make persons will understand better, right? Then we use negative 1 player, so you know, guys, channel. And then now negative 3 times all of this again. So it should be x minus 1 in both brackets, right? Just kill it. This. All right, so we're using this times all of this, and then this times all of this. So let's go. 2x times x, that's 2x squared. 2x times negative 1, that's negative 2x. Remember, positive times are negative, that's negative. All right. Then we move on to this one, negative times that. That gives us negative 3x. And then now negative 3 times negative 1 gives us positive 3. Remember negative? So we like group like terms here. So it will be 2x squared. Both of these are negative, so we just add them. Alright. Let's look at the options now. That look like option E. Right? So the answer never did too far. You know what I'm doing? Stop with the answer then. Stop circling. Enough people watch the video and figure them out. Alright. So it says solve for R. And we're gonna solve for the value of R. Alright. So let's go. This is not very hard. It can be a little bit tricky. Alright, so we need to group the like term. So we have 3R. This is already on the same side. So minus 3R, same sign, right? We have a minus 4 here. This is a minus R. This is a positive 2. So we take the inverse, which is minus 2. As we want to group the like terms, right? So see, the like terms are grouped now. 3r minus that will give us 2r, and then this will give us negative 6. Then we divide both sides by 2. So therefore, r is equal to, negative divided by a positive is negative 3. So our answer would be B. Alright, number 9 says make M the subject of the formula. And as it's a straight line formula, y equals mx plus c. Alright? So how can we find the gradient? That's what it is basically saying. How can we find the gradient? As the gradient is m, alright? So when I transpose, I'm gonna rewrite it. So the first thing we want to do, I want to get rid of the c and then get rid of the x. All right, by taking the inverse. So you ask yourself, what's the opposite of adding? Try to use a different color to kind of highlight it, right? So the minus c, because it's addition, the inverse is minus c. So this is going to minus c from this side. I'll go on this side. And we get mx, right? So now we want to make m the formula. So we need to get rid of the x. Now this is multiplying. So what we can do, what's the inverse of multiplying? Somebody type that to me now, please. Slow guys, what's the inverse of multiply? All right. So that's divide. So divide by x. I get it to one side, get it to both sides. So however, you know, just look for the option. So m is equal to y minus c over x. And there we go. C will be our answer. Let's move on to the next one. We'll get that one correct. Come on, guys, type it in. Let's go. Oh, yeah, kind of big, small. When 7 is added to 3 times a certain number n, the result is 22. The statement above may be represented by the equation. Try that one, guys. What is the letter? Type in 10 and the letter. If you think it's A, write 10A. If you think it's B, 10B. If you think it's C, 10C. If you think it's D. All right, so when 7 is added to 3 times a certain number, so 7 is added to 3 times the number n. So that's the first thing, right? 3 times n, and then add between plus the result, so it equals 22. So let's see which letter matches with that. And that is B. B for Bennett. All right. This one says no. If when we get up again, pick it up again, again. All right, let's go now. It says if 3y minus n, 3y minus 2 rather divided by 4 is equal to 2, then y is equal to, such a class peeps. I'm sure you guys can do this. You have quite a few class structure. Now, like guys, sometimes in lower school feel like upper school type of quality with them push. Alright, so rewrite it to look more comfy. So it's 3y minus n upon, why am I say n? 3 and minus 2 is equal to 2. So what it is saying, when we multiply 3 times the number, and we subtract 2 from the result, divide by 4, we're supposed to get 2, right? So now the first thing we need to get rid of the denominator. So we multiply both sides by the denominator, which is 4. So times this by 4. Alright, so after we get rid of the denominator, so we're left with this 3n. So we're left with 3y, keep saying n, minus 2 equal to 2 times 4, which is 8. So multiply this, 2 4 is 8. And then now, what we have to do is add 2, take the inverse of this, which is to plus 2. Alright, and then we do to one side, we do to both sides. So 3y equal 8 plus 2, that will give us 10. And then now we divide by 3 to take the inverse. Alright, and 3 into this goes 3 times, and 1 over 3. You want to see that option as it? Oh, here we go, D. Let's move on to number 12. A pair of coordinates that satisfy, let's really small. You guys go ahead and try that one. A pair of coordinates that satisfy the equation x plus y is equal to 5 and 4x plus y is equal to 14 this is basically a trial and error. But it is saying that x plus y must equal to 5 and 4x plus y. You can solve it, otherwise, you can solve the simultaneous equation. I'll put it up. Because it's really a simultaneous equation. But if you remember for the simultaneous equation, you could have done trial and error by putting in the values, right? For example, 3 and 2, that's 5, right? 3 and 2, that's 5. It's a negative 5, so you can get rid of this right away. So this will eliminate this first, because we'll get negative 5. We don't want that, right? This now will get positive 5, but we'll multiply, we see 4 times x, that's a negative 4 times 2, negative 8 plus 7. See, we only get this, so we can eliminate this right away. Alright, how could I say, alright? 3 and 2 are 5. 4 times 3, that's a 12, plus 2, 14. So it's actually this, A. We can just put in the values and check it out. If you put the values, and we get 14, so we never even have to work this simultaneous equation. So 4 times 3 plus 2, we get 14, right? 4 3 is 12 plus 2. Guys, if I want to learn simultaneous equation, it's on my channel, go ahead and check it out, right? And 3 plus 2 is 5. So we didn't have to do no hard maths. Sometimes you have to use your brain, think about it more than even for hard calculation, alright? Alright, 13 says, which of the following set is represented by the relation x squared plus 3? So it must work for every one of them. Alright, let's try it. This is definitely trial and error. 0 square, that is 0 plus 3, that's correct. 1 square is 1 plus 3, that's 4. 2 square is 4 plus 3, that's here. 3 3 is 9 plus 3, that's 12. So we're not going to further. It is 8. Alright. So square and then we add 3 to it. That's it. Right, let's move on to 14. All right, it says that if 7 minus x is less than -1, then the possible value of x is. All right, so let's rewrite that. I want to rewrite it in my own pretty handwriting. Hit the like button if you're just joining. If you're watching the playback, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, do so now, guys, so you can get more videos. All right. So what we want to do, we want to isolate x. We want to get x by itself. So first, get rid of this plus 7 by subtracting 7 from both sides, right? So we take the inverse. So we have negative x, and this gives us -1, and that gives us -2. We have an issue now, because this is saying -1. So when we're dividing by negative, we actually change the sign to greater than. And then -1 divided by 8. So this is saying x is greater than 8. And only one value, x is greater than 8, and that is 9. Alright? In order to pass a mathematics test, oh Lord, what a piece of stress. Hit the like button here, guys. Join, subscribe if you have not done so. Share on the social media also. In order to pass a mathematics test, you must score at least 20 marks on the paper. One of the x on the paper. One of the exam. Which of the following inequalities could be used to represent the statement above? So it says at least. So you can score more. Alright? So the minimum you can do is 20 marks. Alright? So you can score 20 and pass, and you can score above. So that would be greater than or equal to. See, at least 20 at the least. So you can score 20 and more. So that would be D. All right, let's see this one now. Paul Anthony Marcia Shania running for the office of President, Secretary, and Student Council. So I'm running for President, Secretary, and Student Council. In how many ways can these officials be filled? Right? So this is 4, a total of 4 persons, but they only want 3. So that would be. This is not a part of the CSEC syllabus. However, nevertheless, we still have a look at it. All right. So this is 4 factorial minus 3 upon 3 factorial. Factorial only means, guys, let me just show you. This means 4 times 3. When you go college and do permutation and combination, you will understand it, right? And this will be 1, 4 minus 3, and then this now would be 3 times 2 times 1. Factorial only means start at the number and go down. Multiply, go down, right? So these cancel these, right? This. So this will give us 4 divided by that will give us 4. Alright. As I say, when you're in college, you definitely do this. Number 17. What is the y-intercept in the equation 2y equals 4x minus 8? Guys, I don't want to sleep, you know. I take a nap when we're done. So 2y plus 5 o'clock. Let's take a nap by again. Alright, so divide by 2 because it's supposed to be in the form y equals mx plus c. So you divide this by 2 and this by 2. So that's a -4. Now, this, well, you know, focus on this, right? This alone we are focused on. So that's -4. That will be the y-intercept. Number 18 says the range of f of x equals x squared minus 1 for the domain -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 is. Alright, so basically, guys, we can just put these in the something. and see how it works out. I think I'm just gonna draw the table though. Kind of see the answer already, but I'm just gonna draw the table. Right. Some persons don't understand this. So we have x, these are the x values. And this is what we call the domain. So we start at -2. These are actually given. They are the independent one. Independent ladies. Hit the like button, guys, as you forward on, alright? Have one there, so. And then we have 2 right here. Alright? So it says x squared. We're just going to follow the rules, eh? Then -1. And then this will give us the y value. Even though it's fairly easy, I want to go through the trouble. Sure, everybody want one. Hit the like button, guys, if you rate me 7, alright? Subscribe if you have not done so. Alright, so we square this, we get 4. Any number square will be positive. -1, we get 3. Alright, we square 1, we get 1. -1, we get 0. 0 times 0 is 0. -1, I'll give it -1. And that is the y-intercept. 1 square 1 -1, no, same 0. And then now 2 times 2, that is 4 -1, and we get 3. Oh, I'm smart, you know. So we have to include. So it's only 3 numbers. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2. It's actually 3 numbers. 0, -1, and 3. Alright, so we don't want to include 5. So I just these 3 numbers. See here? So it's C. A very interesting question. Definitely I'll give my students that. Alright. Thanks my college friend for sending this paper to me. Really appreciate it. Wish you all the very best in university. Alright. I wish out the following points does not lie on the line y equal -2x plus 3. Alright, so we know that this one is a y-intercept. That's the first thing. The rest of them we can do trial and error. Alright. I'm guessing, let me just try this. So we're gonna put the x value in it. So it's -2 times -3. You just have to test them out, guys. Alright. Plus 3. If we get 9, we go. This 2 times 3, that's 6 plus 9. So this is legit. This is legit. Alright. Let's try 1.5. Guys, I kind of know the answer. But I want to show you guys how to do this. Just in case. Just in case. I'll make them tonight. Alright, so -2 times that will give us -3. Plus 3. That is indeed equal to 0. So this is legit. What about this one? Another one, eh? Add. Alright, so we have -2 times +2 plus 3. So you see, you notice we use this for all of them. I'll just change the points, x and the y values. Alright, so this gives us -4 plus 3, which is equal to -1. So therefore, this does not lie on the graph. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys all of it. And just some of it. Alright, number 20, and this will be our final one. Whoa! Hold on.